Oh, you guys know last night I was having a time, just watching a movie, drinking some seltzers. All of a sudden, all heck breaks loose and drama does continue. Thanks to all of you guys who keep on keeping me informed, even in the middle of the night when this drama does happen. I'm sure a lot of you guys are well aware of a bit of a dramatic situation happening now involving this past weekend's event put on by the Knights, a smaller Valorant event of which Ninja and his team Time In were invited and might have had a say, but not the final call in the current disqualification, and now ever since has been undisqualified. Yeah, if you guys are following, it obviously was a very interesting situation, certainly going to shed some light on future events of how these kind of things will unravel or should be handled. I'm going to give you guys my personal first take. I do not blame Ninja in this case. I know there's a lot of blame going his way for maybe having a say in the initial disqualification, and what it really does fall on, at least in my opinion, is the tournament organizer, that being the Knights, and then the lack thereof of Vanguard and an actual ruling in this situation, of which we actually found out, in case you guys missed the event, at one point in time it was Ninja's team Time In who had been beaten by BBG, I believe a 2-0 sweep in that series, and then later on we find out Built by Gamers, that being BBG, was actually disqualified due to an ongoing investigation of one of their players, his name being Critical, and with that ongoing investigation, key word there, they were still somehow disqualified. And let it commence, let it begin, all of you experts out there. I have seen so many cheating potential clips in my time. I am sure you guys have seen so many as well. I know better by now to ever make my own calls on this. I can give you guys my opinions, give you guys my takes, but it's borderline useless because nowadays you slow down anything, you find suspicious clips on anyone. I'm going to play for you guys 3 clips which apparently brought up the issue to the tournament organizer, of which they had some hearsay and then actually brought in some opinions to make the final call. That final call was not made by Ninja, but the president of the Knights GG organization who is running the event. But here are the clips.
No, one tap, 3 versus 2, make it, sorry, 2 versus 1. How comes the Hunter's Fury? If this able to grab a frag, this could make it even playing field. Super close, landing just a slight bit of damage, but a little bit of damage ain't gonna be enough. The frag needs to happen.
They're not really figuring out, we're not seeing anything really different from them yet.
They seem to have, I don't want to say one trick play, they had their set plays, they seem to have done their homework for Time In, but Time In, vice versa, I think they've done the homework as well. Hunter's Fury coming through, doubling down here against Time In, they're at Time In out.
This is not worth the effort. Keep that weapon into the next round, allow Time In to pick things up, so that's going to be putting Time In with an 8th round. Slowly and surely we go.
Slow and steady wins the race, and that's going to be what BBG are aiming for. Okay, we'll save this Vandal, we'll support the buy.
Where it got very interesting after the DQ, the initial disqualification, one of the members known as Rob Wiz, who plays for BBG, he actually threw out a subtle accusation towards Ninja and maybe his prominence. Ninja maybe having a say on this case, but also his big following, maybe his team. And again, this is just what you think about when it comes to these situations. I'm not accusing Ninja of doing anything here, but if you are a player and you're disqualified following one of your players being accused of cheating, who they claim has been cleared by Riot Games 3 times. There was no official ban, by the way, no actual detection or conviction. You might start to wonder, okay, how is this possible that a suspicious clip, which could be called upon by a lot of players out there any point during an event, why are we being disqualified? Yes, he kind of hints and alludes to the fact of Ninja's big following and Team Time In maybe influencing the choice that Knights GG made in this case. As he said, we have been removed from the Knights before Christmas tournament due to Time In disputing that Critical was cheating. There is no hard evidence on him, and the decision was made based off of reviewing Twitch clips. Apparently, there was a request sent to Riot to review Vanguard info from our match, but since Riot is all on Christmas break, it cannot be reviewed, and so we are removed from the tournament off of pure suspicion. This is incredibly disappointing and amateur in my opinion. Teams have every right to dispute matches due to suspicions, but these are just that, suspicions. Critical has been cleared by Riot 3 times already, and there's no way to hard prove he was cheating, and the evidence is just not enough. I have to think the fact that Ninja has such a big following is a factor in this, but who knows? That's it for now. Merry Christmas all. And there was clearly miscommunication all around the board, even when it came time for James O'Connor, the president of Knights GG, communicating with the players and their ownership. At one point or another, he said he had actually contacted BBG ownership and they had agreed to bow out of the event. Then we have one of their players saying they talked to ownership and no one agreed to bow out. Eventually, James saying, after reviewing the clips, I made the final call to DQ the team. With the tournament continuing tomorrow and us putting competitive integrity first, we suggested BBG decline to play and they agreed. Riot is currently reviewing his 4th cheating accusation in the past few months. And then later saying anti-cheat PD did not detect anything, so we are reinstating the team whether they chose to play or not. Ninja's team will not move forward. Thanks for the fast response during the holiday. So, pretty crazy, right? It's just, there's a lot to think on this. I don't think all of this or should any of this really fall on a guy like Ninja, but the tournament organizer, the way they handled this, of course, having to refer to a third party, that being anti-cheat PD, because Riot's on holiday kind of throws an entire different wrench on the situation. Yeah, Ninja might have had a say in all of this, but when it comes down to suspicious Twitch clips, it's just a weird case, right? And now, yes, the team has been disqualified and now undisqualified. Ninja's team will not be moving forward, and instead BBG will. It's just, this shouldn't have been a situation in the first place. It's a shame it was, but as Knights GG learns to run events and so on and so forth for other TOs out there as well, you gotta learn how to handle these situations, and it's a tough one to watch. Ninja has ever since, of course, wished the best of luck for those players moving forward, and hopefully, Riot Games will then again clear this man for the 4th time. It's just, why can't we all be friends, guys? I don't really got any more opinions on this story. Certainly a pretty crazy one. What do you guys think? Do you think the clips were even suspicious? Were they suspicious enough to even actually disqualify the team? Do you think Ninja's prominence maybe had an impact on a smaller event out there being hosted by a team who likely would want more viewers and maybe a more prominent team with Ninja being attached to it to be involved? Did that have an impact? Who knows? It's a confusing situation, probably taken a bit out of hand, but probably shouldn't have happened in the first place at all. We learn, we live, and we love. I don't freaking know. Drink your water, drink your coffee. I'll catch you back here in the next one, all right? Hey, take care of yourself. Smooches. What the frick, dude?